Swiss broadcaster SRF has apologised for adding fake crowd noise to try and liven up his coverage of Sunday's Zurich derby, which kicked off in a near-deserted stadium. Viewers of the edited highlights were baffled to hear chanting and drums at the start of FC Zurich Grasshoppers game, even though pictures showed that almost nobody was present in the Letzigrund Stadium for kickoff due to a protest by fans. Fans of both teams agreed to enter the stadium 10 minutes after the start of the match in protest at tighter security measures aimed at combating hooliganism. Had it not been for the protest, they might have got away with it, though most of the seats were empty for much of the game, as the footage on the link showed. There were probably just enough people in the ground for viewers to have given the broadcaster the benefit of the doubt. But with the subterfuge having been revealed, it then becomes easy to see that the roaring of the crowd accompanying the highlights bears no relation to a decided unexcited looking group of fans sitting quietly and applauding gently in a manner more reminiscent of golf than football. In order to make the report as attractive as possible, the chants of fans were subsequently edited into highlights of the game, SRF said in a statement on Wednesday. The decision was taken under great time pressure. It was wrong. We apologise for it. Manipulation of sound or images is not allowed. Oh my God. That is crazy, you know.
That is madness.
That is absolutely... It's madness. No, that is truly crazy.
That's just not a creative editing team, because what's going on there?
It's mad.
How can you have drums and there's no one in there? How can you have fans cheering and they're all outside? And then be showing this to that part of the world?
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. I'm sorry, but I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. But you know what, Gezzie Fizzle, do you want to jump in on this as well before Big T? I know he wants to.
No, I have to agree with the G-Man. It's like, even if you are going to edit it, get really creative. You know what I mean? Like the drums was a poor choice. Absolutely poor choice, because I'm pretty sure they pan around the crowd at some point and you see absolutely nobody with drums. So where's the drumming coming from?
There's no one there. The drummer's at home. The drummer's tweeting. Could you imagine that? The drummer's at home tweeting saying, mate, there's no one in that stadium.
So like you said, I'm disappointed, to be honest. I felt like, for me, that's a flop of the week contention move right there.
Oh, easily.
Just because, you know, if you are going to do that, come better, come correct, yo. Straight up.
No, it's true. No, it is true. It is true, man. I was going to make reference to those two words as I bring Big T in, but no, Big T, jump in, dude. Big T?
I was giving you that pause just to actually go on, but you know what? I'll jump in anyway. But basically, you know how you were saying all these sounds in the crowd, right? Can you imagine if you had the Gman from last year when he had that little altercation, if you know what I'm saying, and you played that over the stadium? You just have the weird looks of people just looking like, hey, what's going on? That's a sign. Maybe God's talking to us. Maybe we should all do the same thing. Not that I'm endorsing anything. I'm just saying an idea. Now, my main idea is this, and I'm sure Gezzie will agree with me because he's a diehard wrestling fan like myself. If you had sexual chocolate playing over a stadium like Old Trafford, can you imagine how many people would tune in just to listen to that? I mean, let's think about it, right? You've got all the Manchester United players walking onto the pitch and you've got the sexual chocolate theme going on. I will tell you something, that will make a lot of money, because if you think about it, right?
It's going to make reference to those.
Yeah, it would, won't it? I mean, if you got it sexual baby coming on, I mean, you got all the players coming on, everybody clapping to it, you'd be having like all the cheerleaders as well. I mean, G-Man would, he'd be the enforcer as well, the special referee when he gets his refereeing, qualifications. It's going to be brilliant, but what I don't understand is, why do you need to put fake sounds in the crowd? If you really want to do that, they should go back to ECW in 2002 when it started relaunching, and they had to put fake crowds because the big show was absolutely, well, I can't use that word on radio, but it's just like, they should have just put some like entrance themes. I mean, sure, you know about wrestling. Can you remember the time when you put that Val Venus music on? They should have put that on, but that's all I'm going to say. Fake crowd noise, no. Wrestling theme tunes, all the way. That's all I'm saying.
And on a small note about wrestling theme tunes, I have to go and big up Mick Foley with his stand-up tour, right? Absolutely fantastic. And I tell you what, Big T, you'd absolutely love it, right? Before and after and during intermissions, nothing but entrance themes.
Oh, that's quality.
That sounds pretty good, I've got to admit.
Entrance themes and themes from TV shows and pay-per-views as well.
Oh my word, Foley's the man.
To be honest with you, that was the thing that I was thinking when I came in, and I heard the first theme that I actually heard was Kurt Angle's theme, and that was me literally walking to go and find the seat with the missus.
Oh my god. Oh, I love it. That is I gotta say that is tremendous though. That he's just ripping through entrance themes, just like, yep, bugger it, let's just play entrance themes. This is what I love. You know what? Yeah, maybe. Well, I've actually got a question for you. In terms of Foley playing entrance themes, did he play this one?
Surprisingly, no. But I tell you which theme that he did play. Do you remember? What's it? At Home with My Baby Tonight.
Wait, hold on.
I think it's called the Road Dogg's old theme. Back when he was just Jesse James.
Yeah, the roadie, when he was the roadie.
Yeah, that one.
Oh my god. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, you know what? Yeah, at least there's certain themes that legitimately were terrible, and I don't know. Yeah, there were a lot of porn. Them ones there. But you know what? Actually, there were some poor ones. There were some great ones. But in terms of poor ones, you can't look much further.
The World Wrestling Federation, for over 50 years, the revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
I love that thing.
Not only the world's greatest entertainer and the greatest wrestler, but it's J-E-F-F, J-A-R-R-E-T-T. It's Jeff Jarrett. Oh, ain't he great? Man, when it comes to entrance themes, that one is hilarious to me. I'm sorry, that one is funny to me, man. But you know what, yeah? Speaking also of funny, yeah, Jim Ross's rep is funny. The Scott Steiner ones are funny too. But you know what, yeah? A couple of weird things have been found in dressing rooms over this past week. Because on the 17th of May 2013, the Brighton one's coming, so to speak. Stoke City are to investigate after a pig's head was reported to have been left in the locker of striker Kenwyne Jones at the club's training ground. Jones was said to have been furious at the incident, which comes just 2 days before the club's final Premier League match of the season at Southampton. A full internal investigation will be carried out, said a club statement. Those responsible for any unacceptable behaviour will be dealt with by the club's disciplinary procedures. Potter's midfielder Brek Shea had earlier that day tweeted a picture of himself with the pig's head and the words "locker room banter gone wild." That is classic. Just as the Gman's tune comes on, which is classic too. Gman is the play, baby. G-Man is the play, baby. But you know what, yeah? It's one of them was, a pig's head was actually not the worst thing found in a dressing room this week. Because poo probe at Brighton, and that's a tongue twister in itself, poo probe at Brighton after excrement discovered in Crystal Palace dressing room. From Sunday 19th of May 2013. My God, I can't believe I'm about to read this. From Sunday, May 19th, 2013, the proverbial has really hit the fan at Brighton in recent days. Knocked out of the playoffs by bitter rivals Crystal Palace and their manager, Gus Poyet, suspended. It really has been an unseemly end to a season that promised so much at one stage. But now things have gotten even messier for Albion after it was revealed that excrement was found on the floor of the Palace dressing room before the 2-0 playoff semi-final second leg victory for the Eagles at the Amex Stadium on Monday night. Brighton have launched an investigation into the incident, while Poyet circulated an angry email to staff claiming the culprit may have inadvertently fired up Holloway's visitors. The Uruguayan's email read, when Palace players and staff went into their dressing room, they found themselves in a very uncomfortable situation. For some reason, which is still not clear to me, someone during the day had access to the away dressing room and done something terrible trying to upset everyone related to Palace. To put it in clear English, someone had a poo all outside the toilets, over and around the toilets. Oh my God. Now, after careful consideration and even after a meeting with the chairman, who assured me that my reputation is intact, I feel I must express my anger that anyone from this organisation thought they could interfere with it. I am angry that someone within this club could endanger our good reputation and stoop so low. Literally. Oh my God. Someone made a very bad decision, and I think it's time to stand up and take responsibility. Not just the culprit, but those employees who are supposed to make our stadium safe and secure. Surely someone should lose their job to allow such a breach of security. They do not deserve to be part of this club. You know what I don't get about this whole thing? Why would you take a dump in someone's changing room? Why would you take a dump anywhere but a toilet or behind a tree in the woods? There's no way I was ever going to read that story with a straight face. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it is similar to that Newcastle fan punching a horse in the face for no reason. It's on the same level of absurdity. It's like, why would you take a dump in someone's changing room? I just don't get. Mate, someone needs to get potty trained, because if you're missing the toilet, there's something seriously wrong.
It's just a big mark of disrespect.
It's I love it. Big T's like, why would you slap a chicken? Mate, I don't know why you choke a chicken either. But it's one of them ones, man. What? I don't get what. I just don't get it. I really don't get why you would take... Putting a pig's head in a locker is bad enough. At least if you find it and it's still fresh, you can eat it.
Is it in Kenwyne Jones' locker?
Yeah.
Is he a Rasta? Does he not eat pork?
I'm not sure, you know.
I don't know, I'm just asking.
So, see, that was the thing that was interesting for me, right? Because I figured that's the main reason for him to be so hacked off about it. And if that is the case, listen, it's totally understandable. Do you know what I mean? Do the same thing to a Muslim. Listen. Yeah, or even a Jewish guy. Listen. Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Not cool. So, yeah, I think they do need to go and investigate that. But the whole thing of dropping a deuce, man. I mean, seriously.
I've heard of doing it as a rib, as payback. X-Pac in his kayfabe commentaries YouTube. I've heard that before. But it's one of them ones, man. Like, no, man, it's just wrong on so many levels. I mean, does anyone else want to jump in on this point? Because this is just too funny to me.
You know what, I think I'm going to jump in very quickly, but it's just like, as you were saying in the Skype chat, what in the bluest of blue hell were they thinking? I mean, why would you take a dump in somebody else's jet? Why? It's just like picking up a random chicken in the farm and slapping it in the face and throwing it, but that's so like, good boy. Why would you do that? And I mean, the other day as well, this is another random story, someone was going off a bus and then he kissed the bus driver. Why? Why would you do that? I just looked around thinking, is this serious? It's like, why in the blue hell would you do that? Seriously, it's just the world's gone mad.
At least he didn't take a dump on the bus, because I've gotten on public transport before. It was whilst I was in secondary school. I got on the train at Parsons Green with a friend of mine. I didn't do this. Got on the train with a friend of mine.
I like how you were very careful to point that out.
Of course.
Say that.
But I didn't do it. It's one,
Are you sure?
Yeah, I didn't do.
Are you sure this isn't like one of them Simpsons moments, yeah?
Oh.
You like the I didn't do it kid? Are you sure?
I didn't do it. No, I truly didn't. But it's one. I did it.
That's all right. That's all right. We know it was you.
But no, it's one of them ones. I got on the train at Parsons Green with a friend of mine at that time.
And you dropped one from there, yeah?
No, someone else had beaten us to it. Because basically, we got on the tube. It was a district line train. We got on the tube, saw a bag on the seat. So we were going to sit down.
No.
And we lifted the bag, and someone had dropped one. And what we did, I think we were like 15, 16 at the time.
Did you set it on fire?
No, why would you want to smell burning turd?
Hey, didn't it stink?
It did stink.
Why did you pick the bag up?
No, the thing is, yeah.
That's a good question.
Did it stink?
Why were you handling the bag?
Did it stink? I can't remember actually. That was quite a long time ago.
Don't lie.
But no, it was one of them ones where we picked the bag up. We were like, put the bag back down, and sat a few seats away just to see if anyone else would sit on it without realizing.
Oh, right, okay. You wanted to see if you could catch anybody else.
Yeah,
I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
Mate, we must have been like 14, 15 at the time, so it had to.
Oh,
it had to do that. Of course, you're gonna do that. But no, man. Taking a dump in someone else's changing room. I would hit the roof if I saw a turd in the changing room of where I had to get changed. Someone's getting kicked in the face, and I'm not violent, but that's taking the mickey for me. But does anyone else want to jump in on this point as well?
Is it a big boot leg drop combo? Yeah.
Oh no! You just reminded. No. Oh, you just reminded me of something that's not football related, but it is somewhat of OWR. Miguel. No, with the Hogan leg drop. That was funny. Even though it's not football related, that was funny at the Billboard Music Awards. That is funny.